With BT12 having just launched into Western territories, many fans are looking to a currently ongoing spoiler season for BT14 Blast Ace. I feel at this point we've seen enough of the set that's worth discussing a few of the cards, their implications for future design space, and what we could maybe be seeing for the rest of the BT14 spoilers. Firstly though, I'd like to look at the most recent promo pack, the primary card being a new Diabormon Ace. Diaboromon Ace is a 6-to-play, 3D Evo, white level 6 who possesses the Blast Evolution mechanic, which lets you evolve into a black level 5 for free as a counter to an opponent's attack. On evolution and when attacking, you can play a Diaboromon token, a 14-play cost 3k level 6, for free. He possesses an all-turn, once per turn, that when another Digimon is played by an effect, you can delete an opponent's Digimon with play cost 3 or less, increasing the maximum play cost by 2 for each Diaboromon you have in play. Finally, he has Overflow 4, where you will lose 4 memory if he leaves the battle area or is removed somehow from sources. Something of note here is that he will count for himself as well as the token he makes, meaning that the replay cost will at least be 7. If you add in the BT5 Arata Sonata Tamer, that will bump you up to 9 as that card makes a token when you evo into a Diaboromon, and these will be more relevant numbers in BT14. This is because all currently spoiled Ace Digimon have exceedingly low play costs, meaning that Diaboromon will be in range of some of the most relevant cards for that format. In any card game with resources, free cards become extremely powerful, and Diaboromon could work to snipe away an opposing Ace, triggering Overflow to push the memory gauge far in your favor. Diaboromon has struggled to see relevant success even during its initial support waves in BT5, and with BT14 being explicitly based around the original Adventure series, hopefully this Ace card precedes more support for one of the series' most iconic antagonists. One final note is that Overflow creates a massive non-bow with the BT5 Armageddon, but I'm sure the list will have enough tokens to employ his play cost reduction. By the time of BT14, the stacks effect to turn off level 7 evolutions on Armageddon would be even more relevant, so having him remain playable would be great. Also, looking at the booster packaging, you can see Dark and Regular Nightmon, a Morphomon, Shadramon, and a partially obscured Rust Tyrannomon. Hopefully the support for these strategies is just as solid as the Diaboromon Ace we just covered. Next is a full set of support for the Gomamon line, starting with Bukamon, a blue egg who grants jamming on your turn when an opponent has no Digimon with equal or more Digivolution cards than this Digimon. Ace Digimon and their Overflow are set to make the EX3 Sword Eye even more powerful, as it's one of the few cards to strip from the top. Adding in that the rest of the Gomamon line has built-in Source Strip, it will be likely this jamming effect will be live with regularity, and should serve to benefit aggressive blue decks like Flare or even hybrid strategies not looking to crumple to security. Next is Gomamon, who at start of main phase lets you trash a Digivolution card from an opponent's Digimon and then grants himself unblockable. He also possesses an inherit that on the opponent's turn to play a Gomamon from sources for free when he would be deleted. Working in tandem with the Bukamon egg that gives you a chance to get jamming, unblockable rookie right out the gate, and the float back out suspended will help to pressure an opponent. Because of its start of main phase effect, you can easily promote, trash, and then evolve, and a great target to evolve into is the new Akakumon. On Digivolution, he trashes 2 cards from under an opponent's Digimon, and on attack once per turn, he can stun an opposing Digimon with less sources from attacking. He also has an inherit to do the same stun on attack. All of this trashing can help to rip away valuable inherited skills, something that was proven during Blue Hybrid's Reign of Terror in BT7 to be powerful, and adding in the Zudomon Ace, who can trash and bounce, you have a decent blue aggro strategy that's evocative of Rookie Rush. They are coming along with a new support piece in the form of Marching Fishes, which lets you choose one of your Digimon, then stun up to 3 opposing Digimon with less sources from attacking, with a security ability to stun a single opposing Digimon before adding to hand. Low to the ground blue aggro decks need cards like these to build tempo, and outside of redirection, your opponent having bodies on board is unlikely to affect you as you gain unblockability from Gomamon. There's also an accompanying anime art card, Wave of Sincerity, which on play lets you trash 2 cards from an opponent's Digimon, then if you have a Geokido in play, choose one of your Digimon, and if your opponent lacks a Digimon with equal or more sources, unsuspend it. This is one I'm not too crazy about, even with a security effect to activate its main effect and then add to hand. I think the slot this takes would be better spent on something like Memory Boost or Hammer Sparks, as unlike a deck like Gaugamon, I don't think a Gomamon deck will want to look for multiple attacks off of one body, especially on an option card that has so many conditions already. It's nice though that this card is written to check for Soren Joe, a card that would do well on the list. More exciting, however, is the 3-memory Jokido, who on play trashes 1 card from an opposing Digimon, and on your turn when a source is trashed, you can suspend him to gain a memory. There's a lot going on here. He helps to reduce his own cost from his on play, making him effectively cost 2. Almost every card on the list will also synergize with him, and in multiples he can gain back lots of memory. Add in the chance of trashing an overflow card, and something like a 4-memory Sorai can give you back up to 6 or 7 memory while eliminating a threat. This line helps to display the design thesis for BT14, with the 2 starter decks focusing on Mantai. The other 6 chosen children are going to be receiving new rookies through Megas with new tamers that work to complement older versions. In addition, a bevy of new option cards help to shotgun a good deal of support out. Furthermore, from what we've seen of the Gomamon, Palmon, and currently spoiling Patamon lines, they are not expressly locked into specific names or archetypes. This is good because the introduction of ace cards would risk condensing the meta down into a very small pool of decks. By making the cards more generic, it allows these cards to supplement a multitude of strategies, which will be useful until more archetypes have their own ace cards. The final cards I'd like to look on are the new Digimon Seekers protagonist and partner, Lugomon and Eiji Nagasumi. Starting with Lugomon, he's a 3-memory purple rookie with 1 KDP and the Dark Animal, X Antibody, and SOC traits. At start of main phase, you can place an Eiji from hand or trash underneath him to gain 1 memory. He also comes with an inherit once per turn on your turn to gain a memory when a Dark Animal or SOC trait is played. Now this does serve as nice support for Dark Animal, which was a strategy introduced with Grand Dracmon in BT9, but the real interest is in SOC. SOC, or Sons of Chaos, is a faction within the Digimon Seekers web novels, and I could easily see this working in a similar fashion to Cross Hearts or Hunter Tribes from Cross Wars. Next is Eiji, a 3-cost tamer who gains you 1 memory if your opponent has a Digimon in play at start of turn. On main phase, you can Mind Link to a Digimon with Dark Animal or Sons of Chaos. This new mechanic lets you tuck the tamer underneath a Digimon without a tamer in sources currently. On Mind Link, he grants both the Alliance and Blocker keywords, and on end of turn you can play an Eiji from sources for free. The ability to loop on plays, grant abilities, and gain memory is all present in this 2-card engine, and I can only assume as we get more Seekers cards this mechanic will only expand. Between legacy support, adventure lines, and the new Seekers cards, BT14 is setting up for a major shift to the Digimon card game not unlike BT7. I can only hope as we see more cards from the set, they continue to expand on existing designs within the game space. But with those covered, how are you feeling about BT14? What do you want from the yet-to-be-spoiled Godamon, Tentomon, or Biomon lines? Thank you as always for your support on the channel. Gordo and myself appreciate it as we head towards 700 subscribers. If you want to help support us, please do like and subscribe, and help us grow this channel to be a resource for new and old Digimon players alike. This is Tepid with Gordo's Games. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.